welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Bitcoin. And we're going to be talking about a Bitcoin buyer. Now this group of buyers, or a single buyer or a single fund, bought 19,000 Bitcoin. They accounted for that much Bitcoin buying activity just in the last week. In 7 days, 19,000 Bitcoin. Now in the past week, there's only 7,000 Bitcoin produced. So 7,000 new Bitcoins that were mined, right? That's the creation of new Bitcoins from miners, the block reward. This fund or this buyer soaked up 19,000 for themselves. We're going to talk about that dynamic, who it was, what it means, all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys on the other side.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
Now your first question after hearing that is this statistic even true? Next question would be, how the hell do you know it? And the third question would be, who's the buyer, or what is this fund? Well, the first thing is, I can promise you it is true, and you can actually look it up yourself. It's on Twitter under CMS Holdings, but you can actually find it. It's a verified doc as well. The reason it's verified is because it was submitted to the SEC. And if you scroll down the report, you can see on their Form 8K that they sold 20 million shares, which represents in aggregate about 19,879 Bitcoins. That equals out roughly to $184 million. Now, Barry Silbert, who runs Grayscale Investment Trust, you're probably wondering what the hell this is. I still can't tell if it's true. He runs it just in the past couple days. This was 2 days ago. He said we had a record fundraising day for Grayscale Invest. Now, no one knows how big that's going to be when he tweets this. Sometimes his tweets are a little bit vague. Sometimes they're pretty funny. And it did turn out to be true and verifiable from the largest digital asset manager in the world. Grayscale is the largest digital asset manager in the world with $4.2 billion. So let's think about this from a supply and demand dynamic. You can think about supply as X, right? That's the amount of Bitcoin mined each day that needs to be bought, right? Miners are either going to sell to cover their electricity costs, or it's just new Bitcoin on the market. So that's the supply. Then you have demand, which can be Y. And if that demand or Bitcoin's being bought each day is greater than the X, all of a sudden that scarcity is going to play a pretty serious role. Fast forward a little bit when institutions or more institutions continue to have this same amount of interest. Well, all of a sudden, our Y, our demand, starts to get much bigger than the amount of Bitcoin available. That eventually pushes price up. So I know that you've probably heard it before, institutions are coming, or institutions are coming next year, or we need an ETF, or hedge funds aren't here yet, or big banks aren't here yet. And that just simply isn't true. If you look at the amount of interest that Grayscale is getting, it is quite clear that institutions are here. They're quietly buying. I know volatility has been a little bit muted lately, so it doesn't seem as crazy. It doesn't seem like a parabolic run, but people are buying, and they're coming in droves. They're buying more Bitcoin than is even being produced. I can't say this enough, by one product. It's pretty insane. So just want to make you guys aware of that, just passing along that info. That's the one thing that jumped out to me today. 19,000 Bitcoin just in the past week. That's something to take note of. So that's all I got for you on today's crypto market update. I try to bring you news, a trade, a theme, whatever it might be in a short 5 or 10 minute. I also have a podcast. You can find it right here, right above my shoulder, where I do these long form conversations with traders, analysts, investors. But with these quick updates, I just try to bring you the best news in a couple minutes. So hit subscribe if you liked it, smash the like button. It really does help me keep producing these. And also check out Crypto.com. I've partnered up with them. They're sponsoring these daily updates. Now, the reason I'm using Crypto.com is because it's an app that I actually use. It's right down there in the show notes, so click it, download it on your phone. It'll pop up on your phone and look like this, and you can see all those options you have. You have a wallet, you have a card, and one of the most exciting things, you can actually earn interest on your assets in this wallet. I'm going to cover some of those features once my card gets here, but in the meantime, just click download on that app right there and check out Crypto.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.